Hey, Slasher Chick, what's going on? Hey, Donna. Y'all, I know y'all got the breaking news, y'all. I'm like, okay. First of all, I didn't see this coming. I did not see this coming. I don't know if anybody saw this coming. Did anybody see this coming? Because I didn't. I did not see this coming. I've been praying. Y'all know how hard I've been praying for Jussie not to drop the soap when he get in prison. Do y'all understand how hard I was praying that maybe him and Kels would be, in a cell together and be able to help, defend each other from the them hardcore criminals in there. I'm like, oh my God. Every time I did a live on Jussie Smollett or R. Kelly, I was like, I know what they say Jussie did was wrong and everything, but I pray that he be protected in the prison because you know how they do. I mean, the people in there who know you gay off tops, please, they darn near give you a choice when you get up in there. Shoot, they darn near give you a choice when you get up there. And I'm like, yes, they dropped the charges, Slasher Chick. Hold on, let me read you verbatim. Verbatim. Let me pull it up. Let me pull it up. Okay. Now, it says here, and I'm reading you verbatim. Jussie Smollett lawyers, and it's been on the news this morning. Jussie Smollett's lawyer announced today that all criminal charges has been dropped, and his record is wiped clean, like wiped clean. Nothing there. But that's if he does what they say they want him to do. So basically, they release him. He's free. No more charges. His record is wiped clean. Can y'all believe that? And all he has to do is do some community service. And of course, since he was bonded out, he had to put down so much money for his bond. He can't get none of that back. Even though they dropping the charges, they're expunging his record, he cannot get any of his money back. And basically they're like, we got, they think that's, appropriate. They think that's appropriate for, the charges. Can you believe that? 16 counts. 16 counts. And all charges has been dropped. All federal. I'm like, boy. I can't believe it. I mean, I'm happy for him. Don't get me wrong. I am so happy for him. I mean, just to imagine Empire without him, like just to imagine them dropping him from the last few episodes that they said they was going to drop him from at the end of this season, and to imagine him no longer on the set. I couldn't imagine that because I love me some Jussie. And I think his voice is amazing. I was looking forward to his album, dropping. Because, he was working on an album. I'm like, I don't know. See, that's the thing, Slasher. They said he's looking forward to getting back, to his friends and family. And trying to get his life, back on track, where it was before all of this, went down. And they said including his career. So, I don't know. What y'all think? Do y'all think Empire will welcome him back with open arms? Because of all those charges, being dropped? I mean, his record has been wiped clean, for filing those complaints against him. For those of y'all who might have been sleeping under a rock, he had, filed a complaint with the police department saying he was attacked by two people who he was unable to identify. The police found out these two people were some Nigerian brothers, one of who worked on the actual Empire set before. And they had made, inappropriate remarks to him, like racist, homophobic slurs, racial slurs, all that kind of stuff. And then they had, claimed that he had faked it all, set the attack up, included the Nigerian brothers. They claim they're innocent. He claimed he was innocent. I mean, so it was kind of natural for most people to be thinking like, oh, Jussie, why you just lying? Like, why is you just lying, Jussie? So, I mean, how do y'all feel? Are y'all excited that the charges were dropped? I mean, I don't know how many of y'all are fans of Empire, the show, which I actually review. So y'all better check out my reviews on that show. But you said you bought all the Empire soundtracks because those songs are amazing. And you know how sometimes you be watching these shows, like for instance, Star. I don't know how many of y'all watch Star, which comes on after Empire every week. But them girls in Take 3, I mean, they are amazing. All of them, Star, Simone, and Alex, they are amazing. And I always be like, these people who be singing on these shows, why don't they make real records? But they do sell, like, records from the songs from the show. But I'm like, I don't know. I thought he was amazing. You said yes, Slasher Chick. I was like, Jussie, why you just lying? You said in a roundabout, strange sort of way, I think that this made him a bigger star. I do too, Aaron. I really do. Can you imagine the publicity that Empire's going to get? People who didn't watch the show. People who wasn't watching the show, I mean, will probably start tuning in every week. This might be really big for Empire because they already been around, like so many, 5 seasons? And this is pretty long stretch for a mainly black African-American show these days, you know what I'm saying? So this might lead to more and more seasons because who knows how long, they were planning to last or how long they had made their contracts for. So I think it will. I think it will drive more people to watch Empire. And maybe watching some of the old shows, checking them out, on Hulu or Netflix or on demand or wherever you can catch the shows. So I'm excited. I'm excited. Hello, Mary Karen. Let me make sure I recognize everybody in the chat because I'm just moving right along here, y'all. Let me see. We got Mary Ken. Hello, Slasher Chick. Yes. Aaron. Who else in the chat? Let me put it on live chat because when it's on top chat, you can't see everybody. Food Quest. Hey, how you doing? I'm looking forward to your food videos. I made a comment on one of your videos, I think yesterday. Welcome. Donna, just being real. Okay, I just want to make sure I didn't miss anybody. Hey, Sandy. Hey, how you doing? Breaking news, y'all. Breaking news. All 16 counts against Jussie Smollett dropped. They about to make him disappear. I mean, besides, us having the reminder in our own heads that this whole debacle happened, after today, this will be expunged from his record. It will no longer be on his record. It will not keep him from, possibly getting other roles in other TVs or movies or, anytime soon, or, it won't keep him locked up. That's for darn sure. It won't keep him locked up. But, and again, I am elated. I am happy. I really am. And I think most people are, because Jussie had a lot of fans. I think out of everybody on the show, he did have a lot of fans. I can see him. I can see why. I can't see why he did what he did, even though they said he didn't do it. But we don't know right now why the charges were really dropped. We don't know right now. But we do know, what we do know for sure was that he was seeking more money from, from Empire. And Cookie, which is Taraji, and Lucius, which is Terrence Howard, We all know them. They done been around. I mean, they done been around for as long as almost as long as I've been alive. And I know Terrence is older than me. So they've been in the game for a long time. They have so many TV shows and awards and movies behind them. It's ridiculous. So, as far as them saying, there were rumors out there that he wanted a closer amount towards Lucius and Cookie in the show. I don't think he'll ever get close to their salary, to their contracts, but I do think he probably did deserve a raise. I do think that from what they were saying he was making. So, I don't know. I don't know if they'll take him back. I don't know if they'll put him on some type of probationary period. like as if we were to get in trouble at work or something, like a probationary period. I don't know if they'll revise his contract. I don't know if they'll even let him back at all. I hope they do. I really hope that they do not take him off, because, they already said the last few episodes this season, he's been, removed from the last few episodes of this season. So being that it's dropped, the charges have been dropped, I mean, I don't know. Let me see what else they said here. 1 second. Let's see. Okay, Jussie. Okay. Now, as far as the $100,000, like I said, that he had posted bail, he ain't getting that back, right? He ain't getting that back. I don't know what they gonna do with that $100,000. If the court keeps that $100,000, they wrong, though. They wrong. Since they not giving him that money back, I think that money should go to, what y'all think they should do with that money? I mean, he bonded out. He posted bail. He came back to his court dates. So he did what he was supposed to do to get his money back. And I don't know. Y'all correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm not familiar with that procedure. Like, they keeping that much money from you that you posted when the charges have been dropped. And as far as him doing volunteer community service, we don't know what they're going to be, what service he's going to do right now. You said, by the way, this is my first time to your channel. Oh, thank you, the real Aaron Collins. Thank you. Hey, Trisha's motivational moment. Who else came in here? Avanti Wingate. Hey, hon. Sandy says she's listening, but she's driving, but listening. Okay, Sandy. You be careful out there in them streets now. Especially if your streets like ours here in Omaha, Nebraska. Our streets so raggedy from all the snow damage that was done to the streets this last winter. Y'all just don't know. I don't even go anywhere. If my car, if I don't have to, I have a little part-time job at the nursing home. Other than that, I work from home. But when I go to the nursing home, I go to work. I stop at stores I need to on the way back. I come straight home. I don't even drive my car because our streets here are so bad. But anywho, so you be careful out there. And you know what? It could have been a part of the deal too, Sandy. You got a point there. Like, your punishment is, you wanted you wanted a raise. You wanted a raise. We're going to teach you a lesson. This ain't the right way to get it. And we're going to teach you a lesson by keeping this $100,000. You know what I'm saying? Get your workout on, Donna, in the gym. I'm going to be in the gym tonight. Well, not tonight. Today's, what's today? Tuesday? I'll be in the gym tomorrow because tonight I have to work at the nursing home. But, yeah, I'm like, this is great. This is great. Maybe not for everybody. A lot of people probably going to be like, how he get off? Maybe it was a money thing. As far as a money thing, that could be it. The $100,000 that they keeping, that could be the money thing. Because we all know, hold on, let me get a sip of my little coffee. I literally had put on some coffee right before I saw this breaking news. And while I was doing my little research, my coffee had cooled down and got cold. I had to warm it back up before I came on live. But I'm like, you said Jussie needs to be thanked. Who you telling, Aaron? Who you telling? Man. If I was him, I'd be like, you take that $100,000 because you know he gonna make that back. You know he gonna make that back. With his voice alone, even if he don't go back to Empire, somebody gonna hire him. You can bank on that. Somebody gonna hire him. It might not be Empire, and I think Empire would truly be making a bad decision if they do not welcome him back. I truly think they will be making a bad decision if they don't welcome him back with open arms. I really do. And as far as his album that was about to come out, I wish him the best success on his album because I was really so anxious to purchase his album. I really was. When I found out he had an album coming out, I was like, that's what's up, Jussie. And then all this stuff had went down, and I was like, man, you just ruined your whole entire life. Your whole entire life. That's crazy. That is crazy. So what y'all think? What y'all think? Also, hold on. Let me read this down here. Okay, I'm gonna read you the statement that his lawyer put on Twitter. Hold on one second. Let me read it first. Okay. Okay. Mark Geragos, one of his lawyers, one of Smollett's lawyers, he done put on Twitter. He said, today, all criminal charges against Jussie Smollett were dismissed by the prosecution. Jussie's record has been wiped clean, as we were talking about earlier. Jussie was attacked by two people. He was unable to identify. He was a victim and was victimized again in a rush to judgment by the public, basically. I think that's what really hurt him the most, was the public scrutiny. But at the end of that, Mark, his other lawyer, said, apologies accepted. Like, bam, in your face. He got off. He got off. He said, apologies accepted. Like, you know what? We waiting. I'm like, wow, this is crazy. It says our son and brother is an innocent man whose name and character has been unjustly smeared. That's what his family said in their remarks, this morning. They said our brother and our son, an innocent man whose name and character has been unjustly smeared, was innocent. That's what his family said. Jussie is a son, a brother, a partner, a champion for human rights, and a genuine soul who would never be capable of what he was falsely accused of. That's what his siblings and parents are saying. And they was with him, along with him in court. Every time he went to court, they was by his side. They stood by his side. They said he would never be capable of that type of, accusations. He was the victim of an assault and then falsely blamed for his own attack. This morning, the truth has prevailed and he has been vindicated. They also said, while many were quick to rush to judgment before hearing the actual proof, we are grateful that the truth about Jussie has come to light, the family added. After weeks of standing by Jussie's side in all these different court appearances, we look forward to bringing the real perpetrators to justice, and we thank God for our village and standing by us during this trying time. Also, they said all questions regarding Jussie Smollett needs to be directed to the Cook County State Attorney's Office. A spokesman for the Chicago Police informed Deadline. which is where I'm getting this information from. At the same time, a law enforcement source said officials are furious with Fox's office over the deal to drop the Smollett charges. What do y'all think about that? What do y'all think about that? Should I take phone calls? Should I turn the phone on and take phone calls? Do y'all want to call in? Did y'all hear what I just read? Let me read it just in case y'all missed that. Law enforcement source says officials are furious with Fox's office over the deal to drop the Smollett charges. The CPD's union has been demanding a federal probe into how Fox's team handled the Smollett case, a matter which the state attorney recused herself from due to connections to the actor's family. And of course, Smollett, this morning when after the court hearing, he, thanked his family, his friends, the people of Chicago, the people all over the country, everybody who prayed for him, everybody who supported him, everybody who showed him love. He said no one will know exactly how much that meant to him, and he will be forever grateful. And he wants us to know that not a moment of this was in vain. He said he has been truthful and consistent on every level since day one. I would not be my mother's son. These are his words. I would not be my mother's son if I was capable of one drop of what I've been accused of. So, it's something. It's something that came to light. It has to be something that they discovered. Some type of evidence, some type of proof to clear everything we thought we knew. Ain't that crazy? Hey, sincerely yours, Nadia. Hey, silly mommy for life. How you doing this morning? Happy Tuesday, honey. Happy Tuesday. We was just talking about the breaking news. Jussie Smollett, all charges dropped, everything dismissed. This is amazing. This is truly, I didn't see it coming. I did not see it coming, but I'm excited, I'm totally excited about, him, all the charges being dropped and everything. So I think that's really cool. But yeah, you think maybe not enough evidence, Sandy? Hey, Miss Me, how you doing? I guess. I mean, maybe. I don't know. But then, what about the brothers? I'm so confused now. I'm sure we're gonna find something else out in the coming days, or maybe in the coming weeks. They're gonna have to give us something. You said I'm good. Thank you for asking. I knew they were not going to charge that man. I saw it coming. Yes, I read your headline. Oh my God, wow, Chicago at its finest when it comes to crimes and falsified docs. Sincerely, I'm actually shocked. The real Armand, as somebody that was born and raised in Chicago, I'm also elated that, yes, that's a win for Chicago. That's a win for Chicago. Because it seemed like it was like one after another. Actors and celebrities in Chicago being taken down, including Kels, including Kels. Hey, if Justin can get off of this, I wonder about Kels. That's a whole nother matter. That's a whole nother matter, y'all. But, hey, Ellen Panding. Hi, how are you doing? Hi, how are you doing? I just had to come and holler at you guys for a minute. I was like in the middle of getting some work done, and I saw the headlines. I heard it on the news in the background while I was working. I whipped my head around like, what? My eyes got like this. Hey, Chris Senor. You said Chicago got the other issues to deal with. They coming after Jussie. Chirac girl got people getting on a daily. They do have a lot of issues there. I mean, I don't know what the crime rate is there now, but I know that they've always said, like, the crime rate there was one of the higher states or one of the higher cities, in the United States. I don't know what the crime rate is there. I don't keep up with the crime rate, but I've been to Chicago many, 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 many times, and I'm going there again this summer. I love the city of Chicago. So, yeah, this is a win for Chicago. It really is. It really is. I know a lot of people who live in Chicago. I got family there. I have friends there. So I'm really looking forward to visiting there, But yeah, I can see Jussie and his family and friends having like a huge celebration. Like a huge celebration. And I wonder if Terrence and Taraji will be there up in the house. I mean, I don't know why they wouldn't let him back on the show if he was proven to not be guilty. I would really think that he would be allowed to be back on the show. So, you said that's why your ass don't let it know. I've never lived there, but I visited there a lot. Like I said, I have family there, and my son, he has family there, through his dad. We used to go there all the time, like all the time. So I like it. You said now can he get his job back? See, that's the thing. Sincerely, that's what we're all wondering. Like, I review that show. I've been reviewing that show for a long time, and I know that they have wiped him off the schedule for the last few episodes. I don't know how they're going to end the episodes, because since they had took him off the episodes, I had been assuming that, for those of y'all who watched the Empire show, I had been assuming, and I stated in some of my reviews, that maybe Jussie will end up being the person in the coffin. Maybe he'll end up being the person who died in the coffin, because we still don't know who's in that casket. So I'm thinking, oh well, maybe this will play. Maybe whoever they had in there before, maybe this might mix up the whole entire season and cause for them to choose somebody else or kill somebody else off, which might happen to be Jussie. So I don't know. Because I don't know. You said, I think it's 50-50 on him. I support him. I think he was trying to make a statement. Yep. Because they're still racist. But there were other ways of doing it, like a tweet or Instagram. Yeah. I just heard the news. Yeah, because being that he was an advocate for, gay people, he already had like a huge platform. He already has a huge following. Lots of fans, fans of his music, fans of him in general, fans of the TV show Empire. He had a huge platform. I think he could have just, start touring around the world or having conventions or, heck, write a book. I don't know, create a commercial. Something. Start a movement. Something besides what happened. I just don't get it. I don't get it. You said Chicago isn't that bad. The media just likes to use us as a dumping site for urban decay. Chicago didn't even make the top most dangerous cities. Okay, I believe you. Like I said, I go there all the time. Hey, I don't know what the crime rate is there. I go there all the time, and I'm going there again this summer. I don't ever land there and be like, oh shoot, lock the doors. Oh shoot, where's my mace? Where's the strap? We need some weapons. Oh, matter of fact, I remember, y'all, the first time I went to Chicago, it was years ago, and we was there for just visiting. We was like 8 cars deep, going to Chicago to visit family, and late one night, we was kicking it, having a backyard party, barbecue, dancing, singing, having a nice time.
And that was when I used to smoke cigarettes. This was years ago. I haven't smoked cigarettes in 11 years. So, matter of fact, October 31st, Halloween, will be my 11th year anniversary since I stopped smoking cigarettes. So, I was making a cigarette run. Nobody didn't want to take me. Everybody's like, wait. Somebody will take you. We'll find somebody to take you. Because they didn't want me to go by myself. Like, I'm from Omaha, Nebraska. And for y'all who don't know about Omaha to me, back in the day, was like probably the most dangerous place to me. I mean, we was having murders like every week. I mean, I know Chicago, they say have murders like every day. I don't know. I don't watch their statistics. But we had some years of some bad criminal history with Bloods and Crips and all kind of gangs, Mexicans. We had gangs everywhere. Omaha's a melting pot for a lot of different races, and it was bad here. It was bad where people didn't want their kids to be outside. So to me, I was raised around, thugs, criminals, gangsters. I was raised in that environment, in and out of my family. So when they kept telling me, we don't want you to go get your cigarettes yourself, I'm looking at them like, excuse me? Are you telling me I should be scared to make a run to the store to buy a pack of cigarettes by myself? Boy, bye. I jumped in my car, found me a liquor store, picked me up a pack of cigarettes. What was I drinking back then? I can't even remember what my drink of choice back then was. But I know I picked up a bottle and a pack of cigarettes and drove back home. Well, not back home, but back to where we was. And they was panicking, calling me, hit me up on my phone. Where you at? Where you at? We told you not to leave. Like, they thought I was just going to be shot before I leave the block. I was like, are y'all serious? But yeah, so anywho, I'll go to Chicago any day. Hey. I done been to other cities where the crime rate is high too, so it's nothing. I've never been that person to be scared to go anywhere, or go on anybody's block or in anybody's hood or anything like that. But I am very, very excited about him, having all those charges drop. I think that is a great thing for him. I think he should have tried to make his point a different way. And this is a lesson. Excuse me, I want to make sure I don't miss y'all comments. Okay, let's see. You said, actually, St. Louis was the number one capital 2 out of 8 nights shot town, but he has to do it peacefully. Chicago is bad. I would disagree, but that's your opinion. Too many of our children dying, especially around Bud Bilkin parade time in August. Oh, wow. Truth be told, I stopped watching 3 episodes ago, but once this happened, I started watching to see what happened to his character. That's why a lot of people were watching. And I guarantee you, if they add him back into the show, more people is going to be watching, because they're going to be like, dang, we really got to see now what they're going to do to his character, because they will have to do something like real big, something real big to set the show off, Let's see. Chris said he's messed up big time, though you don't hook around the Chicago police. Really, damn Omaha. Yeah, damn, sincerely, honey, I will not lie to you. A lot of people don't know much about Omaha. There are people who still don't believe black people live in Nebraska. You know what I'm saying? And I say all the time, I think there's too many of us here. But yeah, Courtney said, congratulations, silly mommy. You said my dad was a Chicago police for many years. If that's not research, then I don't know what it is. Right, you agree. There are past reports about whites wearing these hyper-realistic mask disguises as black men in commit crime. You should research that. Oh, wow. That's interesting, Chris. I never heard that before. That's interesting. That's new information for me. Thanks. It teaches everybody. You're right, Chris. You're right. My father's in the FBI and started as a cop. So, honey, I know. Victoria says she knows. I'm from the tri-state, so you know I know. We are colorful but crime. Elkhart, Indiana has a murder higher. I heard about Elkhart, Indiana too. Did y'all see on the news? Oh my God. See, when I'm working from home, my TV be on a news channel. So I'll be listening to it like in the background. And I guess for spring break, there were, four white guys who were at a gas station, you know, pumping gas. This was in Indiana. I can't remember if they said what city it was, but it was on the news this morning. And it was 4 white guys, and they were there was 3 of them right by the car, and one of them was pumping gas. And the 4th one was coming from I guess he had went in to pay for the gas. On the cameras, you see a black guy, like a heavyset black guy, with his gun pointed out, his gun pointed right at them, and he runs up on them. Y'all need to watch this. When I say that big black dude got molly-whopped and he had a pistol pointed right in their face, they managed to get him. One of the white dudes came from behind his back and grabbed him around his neck, slammed him on the ground. They was all on him, just pow, pow, pow. I mean, they were kicking and stomping, and then the black dude's accomplice, he comes running out of nowhere. Like, they were whooping his butt for some time. And the other black guy who was the accomplice for the guy with the gun, I don't know where he was at, probably hiding, sitting in a car or something like that at the gas station. But he finally comes and he's trying to get them off of the dude. They start whooping on him. Oh my God, the 2 black guys ran away. The 4 white dudes, they had him on TV and everything in an interview this morning. And they said, They said they wasn't about to steal from us. Nope. But the police, you know, as they always do, they recommended that you should never try something like that. Like, sometimes it's just, you know, when somebody, you know, sometimes it's fight or flight. And when something happens to you, some people, they get scared, they run, they like piss their pants, hand over their money, they wash their shoes, they Jordans, they car, they wallet, shoe, here, take my kid too. No. But, hey, One Queen, One Kings, hey, Joseph. I mean, you know, me, I would be like, okay, I ain't got that much money, but, you know, you can have it. You know, just don't take my life. You know, I'm not going to sit there and try to fight no gunmen. But these were 4 white guys, so, you know, there was more of them. But still, the police recommends do not try that. If somebody tries to rob you, especially if they have a gun, just give it to them. Just give it to them, because your life is more valuable than any possession you could ever own. Believe that. But these guys were lucky. They were lucky because if you watch the news, and it was just on this morning, if you watch the news, I mean, the gun was everywhere. I mean, they were scrapping. I'm like, oh my God, I'm surprised that the gun did not go off and nobody got shot. All right, bye, Donnas. Thanks for checking in. I will see you soon, and I'll talk to you later. But, yeah, that was crazy. So, there's crime everywhere. I mean, there's crime here, and people don't even really know where Omaha, Nebraska is on the map. I'm like, come on now, Cornhuskers. Nebraska Cornhuskers. Come on, football fans. Y'all got to know about Nebraska, at least. I mean, our girls volleyball team, they win the championship darn near every year at Nebraska. So, you know, a lot of people do know about our sports. But, yeah, you said they might get a kid's. You right. They kids, you know what? You remember that one episode of Boondock? Did y'all used to watch Boondocks? I mean, remember when the grandpa, he had needed a babysitter because he wanted to go on a date, or he wanted to go somewhere. I can't remember. He wanted to go out of town or something. And he had to find a babysitter for the kids. And after so many babysitters that wasn't working out, he got this thug, like this real hardcore gangster thug. I mean, you know, it's a cartoon, so they had the dude all big and swole and muscle bound, and he walking in there, "What's up, boys?" You know, Grandpa came back, and he came to the house. And the big hardcore buff dude, he was sitting in the corner on the wall, you know, cradled up, shaking and crying with his clothes all ripped apart. And he was crying and snotting. And Grandpa was looking at him and looking at the boys sitting on the couch playing their video games like this. So you right. Man, I mean, that show, I would never forget that show. That was funny. That's how some kids are. They so bad. They be terrorizing. Yeah, they might, anyway, like he said, they might get the kids back depending on how bad they are. That was funny. I love the Boondocks. I love the Boondocks. But, yeah, y'all, so I just had to come to y'all. I was, like I said, I was in the middle of working, and I was like, hold up, let me take me a break. Let me take me a little lunch so I can bring y'all this breaking news. But, you said you had the first 3 seasons of Boondocks. I need to get it. I always said I was going to buy it, but I just never got around to it. But yeah, Grandpa was funny as heck, silly mommy. Boy, when he used to walk around with them little drawers on, them little whitey tighties. They be like, Grandpa, put some clothes on, man. I'm feeling quite uncomfortable right now. I love me some Grandpa. But yeah, that show, I can watch the Boondocks over and over and over again. But that was funny. Silly Mommy said, shoot, crime came up in Central Texas as well, as more and more come here from other states. Well, that's what really happened in Omaha. Years ago when I was like in school, in junior high, it was like a lot of gang members started coming from the West Coast. You know how it happened years ago when a lot of the gangs, they were spreading out. They were coming from the West Coast, and it was Bloods, Crips, Vice Lords. I mean, all kind of gangs, and they were disciples. I mean, all kind of gangs, and they were coming. They were spreading across the country, and a lot of them landed right here in Omaha, selling their drugs and recruiting other gang members and jumping people in. I mean, everybody and their mama was in the gang. I'm like, who ain't in the gang? In my city, you was either a Blood or you was Crip. I mean, sometimes families were divided because half the family was Crips, half the family was Bloods. I'm like, your cousins is this set, your uncles is this set. I'm telling y'all. So, you know, a lot of cities has dealt with, you know, a lot of criminal activity, you know, over the years. So, you know, a lot of people, they say you can be anywhere, and people will say, I am moving because I cannot stand all the crime here. I'm taking my kids somewhere safer. People say that about a lot of places. St. Louis, Chicago, Omaha, California, Florida. I mean, Kansas City. So, I always say, crime can find you anywhere. Crime can find you anywhere. So, yeah. You said you like Bushido Brown and Stink. Yeah, Stinkmeyer. Yeah, them is one of my favorites, too. You said, wasn't the voice of Grandpa? Yeah, that was him. That was Pops. Yep. That was Craig's dad in Friday. The motherfucking dog done bit me in it. Friday, that's another show I can watch over and over and over and over again. But yeah, y'all gonna make me go out and get the Boondocks series. I don't know. I probably have to order it online off of Amazon or somewhere. I don't know. I'm gonna find it though. I'm gonna have to find it. But yeah, for those of y'all who came into the chat late, and everybody in the chat, please make sure you hit the like button if you already haven't hit the like button. And if you are not subscribed to my channel, please make sure you subscribe to my channel. You said, real Aaron,
they have LA and Chicago games in Omaha. The interesting thing is that I'm originally from Chicago, but now living as, yes, they do. Yes. And that's where, I mean, a lot of people, hey, do y'all remember Belly? Any Belly fans out there? Do y'all remember Belly? And y'all remember they was driving through Omaha to buy and sell drugs? Do y'all remember that? Yeah, a lot of people was like, where's that? That was when people was like, oh, where's Omaha, Nebraska? Because if you drive in from anywhere outside Nebraska, you are going to see miles and miles and miles and miles and miles of cornfields, Bailey, wheat. I mean, you're going to see cows after cows, millions of cows. And, I mean, you're going to be like, where the hell am I? And then you're going to pass all these tiny, tiny little cities. And then you're going to run into this place. And it's going to be like, oh, dang. Did I arrive in Oz? Because Omaha is the biggest city in Nebraska. So that's why a lot of people be like, there's black people that live in Nebraska. I mean, around us is a whole bunch of smaller cities all through Nebraska. And a lot of Nebraska is, farming country. A lot of it here is farming country. And then you get, like, Lincoln is one of your big cities. Papillion, Ralston, La Vista. Bellevue is a big city. That's where our Air Force base is. That's where Offutt Air Force Base is. Most of y'all know about Offutt Air Force Base. And I think that was remember when the towers came down? Remember when the planes went into the towers and the president was at Offutt? And, Offutt, and everybody was like, in Nebraska, like, why is the president here? They gonna come here and they gonna try to blow up our city, and why he gotta come to Omaha, and why he gotta come? It was a mess. But yeah, you said you remember Belly? Yep. If you don't recall it, rewatch it. They was in Omaha, Nebraska, in the hood. But yeah, Belly is a good city. Yep. Lincoln is our capital. Yep. Lincoln is the next biggest city here besides Omaha. So Lincoln is smaller than our city. And then the other cities around us, like Bellevue, I think Bellevue is the next biggest, and then Papillion and La Vista and Ralston, and yeah, so, Yep, Lincoln is the capital. That's where the Cornhuskers are. You said migrate? Yeah, silly mommy, my grandmother, rest in peace, my grandmother, she had moved here from Coldwater, Mississippi. Coldwater, Mississippi was a place so small in Mississippi, so small, that their city kept flooding because of the rivers nearby. So, after so many years of dealing with floods, they moved the entire city. Like 10, 20 miles away. That's how small the city was where my grandparents was from. And so she ended up moving here when my mom was in high school, and ended up moving here to Nebraska, because back then in Nebraska, it was a whole bunch of jobs here. Like UP, y'all ever heard of Union Pacific? They was laying a lot of railroad tracks here. They had a lot of companies here. Purex, the company that built soap. ConAgra Foods, packaging foods, all those foods you can microwave. It's a lot of companies here that people had migrated to. A lot of companies here and jobs here back in the the 70s, and but yeah, so a lot of people migrated from the South to go to places like Chicago, to go to places like Nebraska, Kansas, a lot of areas around here, Iowa. So yeah. Yep. Hey Ketolicious. Hey Keontae. Hey Booski. How you doing? You see I tagged you on Facebook. I'm like, Jussie's free.
I know he's like, eyes free now, eyes free now, eyes free. Thank you, Lord. Hallelujah. Eyes free. Yes. Yes. But yeah. Let me take a sip of my coffee. It's all cold now. It's so cold. I'm drinking iced coffee. I might as well throw some ice cubes in there. Yep, UP is one of the largest. Yep, that's true. Yep. And they had, that's what most of the jobs were back in the day. Most of the jobs was right at UP. A lot of people came here. Yeah, I tagged you, Key. I tagged you in our group, and I tagged you on your on my Facebook page. But yeah, so just a recap for everybody who just came in, because I'm not going to be on here long. Only got an hour lunch break, so I'm not going to be on here long. But Jussie Smollett, breaking news, 16 counts against Jussie for falsifying, making allegations that he was attacked, for, sending, mail through the mail fraud. It was all kind of charges he was facing. All those charges has been dropped. He is totally had his record wiped clean, expunged. Nothing's on his record at all. Also, the $100,000 that he had put up for bail, the court said you cannot have that back. You cannot have that back. So he's free. His charges expunged. His record is clean. But they said, they think the appropriate punishment for or resolution. Let me say resolution is for him to do community service. They haven't stated yet. They haven't stated how many hours. For community service. They keeping his $100,000 bond, and he has to, what else did they say he had to do? Was it just community service? Yeah, community service and keeping his $100,000 bond. So, yep. And like I said, as far as that $100,000 bond, I think they should put that towards charity. But the courts keep that money, and who knows what they'll do with that money, that $100,000. I don't know. But everybody in the chat, make sure, I know a lot of people in the chat I've seen in a lot of different places on a lot of channels, but y'all all make sure y'all get to know each other and all connect with each other, because that's what we do on YouTube. We network, join other people's families, and get to know other people and support other people so we all can grow on YouTube. And also, on my main channel, like if you go to the home page of my main channel, it also has my other, I can't think, oh my God, my other channel link on there. My other YouTube channel. It's my cake decorating channel. I decorate cakes professionally, custom design cakes, cupcakes, desserts. And I have a channel called Tanya's Delights, Slice by Slice. So you guys, especially if you're interested in cake decorating or, just stuff like that, make sure you go over there and hit that channel up, please and thank you. And also, as I always say, that channel is not your average cake decorating tutorial. I actually do my cake decorating live. I make the cakes first because, if you're a baker, you know how long the process is from start to finish of a custom-made design cake. That takes hours. So, of course, I'm not sitting there live for hours decorating no cake. So, I make the cake first, or make the cupcakes, or whatever it is I'm making. And then I come on live while I'm decorating it. And I'm actually talking to you live, and we're talking about any and anything you want to talk about, whether it's something in the news, or family, or something on YouTube, or,
You know, whatever. We just talk about whatever. So, this channel over here is mainly for my reviews, for my TV shows, my movies, my reality shows, trending news. And then over there is my cake decorating, where I decorate cakes. Now, for those of y'all who are into cakes, if you ever were to ask me something while I'm decorating, like, how did you do this? Or what did you use for that? Of course, I'm going to answer you. It's not a cake tutorial channel where I'm sitting there, okay, step 1, step 2, step 3. No, it's not that. We just chit-chatting. We chilling. We kicking it while working. But like, you know, somebody had asked me one time, you know, how do you make ganache? You know, and I told them exactly how to make it, you know, on live. So if you ask me a question, I'll answer you about cakes, but it's not a cake tutorial channel. You know what I mean? So anywho, make sure y'all hit that channel up, Tanya's Delights, Slice by Slice. If you want to see my actual artwork, my cake art, it's on Facebook, it's on IG, and it's Tanya's Delights, Slice by Slice. So you can look me up on Facebook. I have tons of pictures of my cake art on Facebook on that page. So please check that out for me and follow that page. Click the like button on YouTube. Click the subscribe button and the notification bell so you get my notifications when I'm going live. So thank you very kindly. But I'll probably do a video this weekend for some cakes, because I'm supposed to take some cupcakes to a nursing home, because I do a lot of donations. Like, I just donated cakes last weekend to a church. I do them sometimes for funerals, nursing homes, you know, just, you know, stuff like that. I give away free cakes all the time. I mean, I just love what I do. So that's my little joy in my life, besides my children and whatever, and you guys. That's my little joy, is decorating cakes and, you know, putting a smile on somebody's face, slice by slice. Thus the name of Tanya's Delight, Slice by Slice. So y'all make sure y'all check that out. But let me make sure I didn't miss any comments. Oh, I gotta scroll. I missed a lot of comments. Oh, Silly Mommy, you said, yeah, Tanya got it going on. Loving the setup as well. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Silly Mommy. You said, Tanya's Prime Time. I like the OBS setup you have. Thank you. It looks like a news broadcast. Oh, thank you. I done missed all y'all comments. Tanya, do you think Jussie got bigger plans than Empire? Yes, I do, Silly Mommy. I absolutely do. Well, you know, before all this was going down, that he was working on an album, which I was anxiously waiting for. And then when he got locked up, I'm like, oh, dang, we're not going to get to hear the album at all? So, you know, I'm hoping that he finishes his album, he puts it out there. But I'm telling you, after the fame that this guy has got, whether it's bad fame or good fame, good publicity, bad publicity, this man is about to blow up. I'm seriously, this man's about to blow up. Everybody's eyes is on him right now. Everybody eyes. Oh, thank you, Keontae. Yes, Keontae has had my cakes. Matter of fact, Keontae, did you win a free cake one time? I can't remember. I know I made a cake for your son before. The chocolate candy cake that had all the chocolate candy and stuff on there. Your son probably lost all his teeth that week. He said, I want candy. I want chocolate. I said, okay. I give people exactly what they want. Oh, man. But, yep, I think he is about to blow up for real. For real, for real. We about to see him on all kind of talk shows. This man probably going to come out with a book. That's why I said that $100,000 they keeping from his bond, from his bail. He gonna make that money back. That ain't nothing. That ain't nothing. This is his time to shine. Yes, that cake was really rich. And you know, somebody picked up their cake. Naomi, excuse me, Naomi. She won a free cake this month too. She had picked the strawberry crunch shortcake cheesecake, and she picked that up yesterday and gave it to her husband for his birthday. And then she took the rest to work. She said she was taking the rest to work. Them some big cakes, and they thick, and they rich, and they delicious, and ooh-wee. I don't even eat cake, y'all. For those of y'all who don't know me personally, y'all probably don't believe it, that I'm a cake decorator. I've been doing this for years. I don't eat cake.
I do not eat cake. Not that I don't like cake. I just never been a big fan of cake. But I know there are lots of people who love cakes. And cakes is one thing that will never go out of business. You dig? You dig? Sure. But yeah. The next cake drawing is on the 1st, Chianti. On April 1st. And no, that's not an April Fool's joke. I do the cake drawing every month on the 1st. So, yep, every month on the 1st. But yep, and I'm just like, I'm just excited about Jussie. I don't know. Like I said, I'm waiting on to find out. You know, I guess we just got to sit and be patient to see if they're going to tell us exactly the proof that made them drop the charges, expunge his record, you know, because him paying $100,000 bond and him, you know, doing community service. I mean, some people might think, you know how rich celebrities are, well-known people are, get them good old lawyers. Oh, he paid his way out of it. He paid his way. And again, I say that $100,000 could be the way he paid. It could be, but we don't know right now, you know, all the details. So they're going to be singing his prayer. Thank you. Thank you, Aaron. I'm serious. I have done this is probably my 5th review on this. And if you watch all my reviews, in there, I have always said, I really hope they don't go too hard on him. I really hope they don't give him too much time. I really hope nobody messes with him in jail. I really hope, you know, because I really like this dude. Now, between him and Kels, you know, a lot of people like Kels too for his music. Some people like him for him, and some people just like his music. My opinion, as far as him going to jail and all that, it was totally opposite of Jussie Smollett. Like Jussie, I'm like, okay, if he did it, yeah, it was wrong, it was bad. He wasted all their time, tax dollars, whoop whoop whoop. It ain't the worst crime in the world.
Psst. Yeah, you, come here. Haven't you heard? We don't need to hide anymore. Now?
My bad, I had hit a button. Excuse me, I had hit a button. Or I moved my mouse or I did something, and my music on my laptop was playing. So my bad. But what was I saying? Yeah, my feelings for them two are very, very different. I still think, you know what, Chianti, I still think it's fishy. That's why I said, you know, I'm not going to really go reaching right now as far as Jussie. It does seem fishy, you know, the whole thing. Like, after all this proof that they claimed they had, they were so sure that he did it, so sure he faked their own letter, you know, threatening his life. I mean, they were acting like they could really bank on it. Like this was just a open shut, you know, he go to jail, service time. So I don't know. Like I said, I don't know what new evidence came forward. I don't know if they finally, if they found who did it, if the Nigerians are going to be brought up on charges or not. We don't know right now. I'm just going to keep I'm going to keep my ears open. I'm going to keep my ears open. But, yeah, Aaron, you're right. A lot of people who talk real bad about him is, they're going to be like, just like his lawyer said. I read y'all what his lawyer said. He was like, yeah, Jussie, the charges been dropped. He wasn't, responsible for this, that, and the third. And then at the end of his Twitter statement, he said, apologies accepted. Like, okay, now what? Now what? He said, apologies accepted. You think Tekashi 6ix9ine? And see, I don't know much about the Tekashi. I mean, I didn't even do any reviews on Tekashi. I was just watching other people reviews on Tekashi.
a lot of times people be like, Tanya, why you ain't doing reviews on this, or why you ain't doing reviews on that? You know, you need to do a review on this. I just do whatever tickles my feather, as you should say. Whatever I find really interesting, I do a, review on it. Like the Wendy Williams, I haven't done a review on Wendy Williams yet. Not saying I won't, but I just ain't never did a review on Wendy Williams. The fact that her husband allegedly has a baby that was just born, the fact that she, they say she claimed she was on drugs or at a drug recovery home. I just do reviews on what I find interesting. You said he dropped the mic by saying apologies and accepted loving it. Good afternoon, Miss Naturally Lowlands. I just love that name. I know I told you that before. I love it. Naturally Orleans. But yep, so that's it, y'all. That's the breaking news. They're gonna be talking about it for days and probably weeks till we find out, some more information, and I'll come back, to review it again once I get more details on, why the charges was dropped, or if they have other new information on somebody who attacked him, or, what kind of community service he's going to be doing, how many hours, if, So we'll be talking about this subject again. You're welcome, Miss Nolans. You're welcome. But yeah, so I'm about to get back to work, y'all. I took a quick hour break just to come at y'all with this breaking news. See, when you work from home, you can take your lunches when you want to. But no, I work from home during the daytime, but at a few hours a week, I do work at a nursing home. Excuse me. I do work at a nursing home. So yeah. But anywho, you guys, I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to get back to filing these claims for people. And I'll be watching the news. I'll keep an eye on y'all. Because when I'm working from home, y'all, I'm watching all y'all. I've been in so many people's lives over the last few days. I'm slowly hitting up everybody, trying to make my way around to support other people. People's like, oh my gosh, you came to my channel. I'm like, what's up? What's up? I'm in this piece. Big no. But yeah. So y'all see me around. Y'all see me around because I be seeing y'all around too. So, I just be cruising because, I work from home and it's very different than working from the office, because I worked at my office for a couple of years. One thing that attracted me to where I worked was during the interview. And I've been there now like 7 years. So during the interview, they told me pretty soon we're going to be having people work from home, because we prefer to have a lot of people work from home than at the office, because of the fact that the Midwest has some really, really bad extreme weather in the wintertime. Cars be frozen solid, can't start up, ice storms, tons of snow. So, a lot of people can't get to work, and I work in a place where we have to have claim turnaround within 24 hours. People waiting on their monies. People are sick, disabled, so they need their monies. And we have to have people on the clock, always. So, I was like, that's what's up. I'll take the job. That's what's up. So, anyway, it took about a year and a half, and then I started working from home, and I've been at home ever since. So, I have a flexible schedule, but I like it, especially when the weather is bad or it's raining. I just don't want to, I put on my PJs, make me some coffee, make me a smoothie, and get to work. But the downside is it's boring as heck. It's boring as heck. There's nobody to talk to, no laughter, no, gossip, no, it has its good and bad sides. And so YouTube, interacting with y'all throughout the day, talking to y'all, hitting y'all up, clicking like on your videos and stuff, that's what I usually do. It keeps me entertained while I'm at work. So
that's why I said a lot of y'all probably been seeing me on y'all channels lately, because I've been meeting more and more new people over the last month. So yeah. Anywho, that's that. But so I'm gonna get out of here. I hope you guys all enjoyed the video. Please make sure you hit that like button. And you will see me around on these YouTube streets. But in the meantime and in between time, Primetime Squad, as usual, stay blessed, be safe out there, and I'm out. Deuces.